LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga's gameplay overview is now out, and we need to go over all of the hidden details you probably missed in this trailer. Now, this is not going to be a breakdown video because there's a lot of things I think you can pretty much just make out yourself that I don't need to spell out for you, but there is a lot of cool hidden details that I think you might have missed in this trailer. Before we get into the analysis, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga and other Star Wars games in the future, and let's get into the video. So as I said, this is going to be a deep dive into the hidden details of this trailer, but also I'm going to mention some of the pretty obvious things just to recap in case you forgot or didn't see the trailer yet and you're watching this video for some reason. April 5th is the release date for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and it says it twice throughout the trailer.
On April 5th.
We get a good look at the gameplay, some DLCs, the character roster, and more. So over a year ago, I made a video about this era select menu with someone that actually saw LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga gameplay back in 2019. And it looks like what I spoke of in that video is still the same. You may notice that you can only start in the beginning of each trilogy, and you can't just jump to Revenge of the Sith or The Rise of Skywalker without playing through the entire trilogy. You can also see that there is still 5 missions per film on the bottom bar, and next to it there is a percentage of how close you are to completing the film. We get a good look at the combat, and it looks like R2 and 3PO are now going to be serious threats and can actually fight in this game. But speaking of combat, we can finally see the combos in use. And it looks like the enemies can block certain attacks in your combos. And one of these combos does include a lightsaber throw. I'm not sure if we can just lightsaber throw on our own, but it definitely is part of one of these combos. We get a good look at the galaxy map with everything unlocked, and oddly enough, Starkiller Base is not on the map. Perhaps it's because Starkiller Base got blown up, but we also do know that they're counting Starkiller Base as a planet and not a vehicle. Like the Death Stars are vehicles, but Starkiller Base is a planet. So is Starkiller Base not explorable? I'm not sure. It looks like the game might have seamless space to ground, but they do not show you actually going lower than the atmosphere, so maybe there's a loading screen there. But it looks like they're trying to sell us on the game having seamless space to ground. Something awesome you might have picked up on is that the levels are no longer linear. In previous LEGO games, there's only one way to complete each level. You have to go through this objective and fight this boss this way to get to the next level. But LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, there's different ways you can go about completing the same mission.
Many with multiple routes to progress through. So you can charge in boldly or find a more stealthy approach.
The Star Destroyer that R2-D2 and C-3PO shoot out of here is actually the First Order Finalizer and not an Imperial Star Destroyer, or the Tantive 4. And you actually notice that this is not an Imperial Star Destroyer based off of the tip of the Star Destroyer, and this is the same one from the opening of The Force Awakens, and not the opening of A New Hope. Characters are now organized into classes, which you can upgrade in a skill tree, and these classes are the Hero, Bounty Hunter, Scoundrel, Jedi, Astromech Droid, Protocol Droid, Scavenger, Villain, and Darkside. You probably saw Rey use the net launcher, but she can also use a glider and a breaker blaster, and we actually saw the glider in use in the other gameplay trailer. The character roster was shown, and it looks like it's done away with the classic character roster look, but maybe one of the extras is going to provide the game with a UI change to the old LEGO games. It looks like random space traffic will be happening in the background constantly. Now, you would expect this to be happening in levels like the Death Star, or when you're roaming around on Coruscant, but it looks like even on Tatooine, there's just going to be random space traffic all the time. Speaking of extras, some of the big extras that were confirmed was Mumbling, Horde Companions, Super Gaunts, Baguette Lightsabers, and even more. So they're bringing a new thing into LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga called Companions, and Companions are characters that come with the selected character. When you play them, this character will follow your selected player. Like how Grogu is a confirmed companion for the Mandalorian. He's going to follow around the Mandalorian, but you can't just play as Grogu. I assume there is no online multiplayer due to none of the store pages or this video specifying that it is in the game. And finally, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is now available to pre-order on all platforms. Make sure you go ahead and buy the deluxe version of this game to get all of the bonuses. Tomorrow we're covering DLC bonuses, digital exclusives, and our community manager in a whole separate video, so make sure you turn the notification bell on so that you're notified when that gets uploaded. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.